Hi everyone, as promised, here is a very short tutorial on how to record or how to edit the sound once you get it into your computer. And I'm going to first play back something that I recorded with the lid microphone for my well, let's find it here. I can't do two things at once because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So here's the one. This is my lid mic. I just want you to hear this. I've enabled the system sound, but it's a hopeless sound. This is what recorded sound sounds like when I'm using the microphones that are built into the lid of my laptop. So you can see that that's not a very good sound. So I recorded a sound, and really quickly, this is how I quickly trim the sound from that. So I'm going to play this whole thing back, and you're going to actually hear me turning on the recorder. That's how fast the recorder is when it's in standby mode. Did you hear that? This is what my voice sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for recording it. Okay, so really simply, and all software programs that record audio work the same way. The details are probably different, but they all essentially work the same way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my noise profile. No, I'm not. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this guy. And this is what my voice sounds. I put that pause in there because I want you to see how easy it is to make the sound more seamless. This is what my voice. So it's still a little bit. So I'm zooming in by using the scroll wheel on my mouse. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to trim out a little bit more. Hit home, the home key, and this is what my voice sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for recording it. And you could hear me turning it off. So that was sort of okay. So there's no sound there, and all I'm doing is I'm hitting the delete key. I'm selecting an area of the sound recording, and then I tap on the delete key, and there it goes. So I'm going to zoom in. This is what my voice. And I'm going to zoom back out because I can see that right here I could even trim out a little bit more, and I'm just trimming it down to where I can see some of the waveform. All right, so I'm going to zoom back out, hit the home key again. This is what my voice sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for recording it. Okay, now I can Control A. I select the whole file, and I'm going to raise the volume because, as you heard, it was kind of soft. All right, and I don't want to raise it too far to start with because you can see that right here it's just a little bit loud. So I'm going to lower that back down to more of the levels of this. And this looks like a kind of a hot area. I'm going to lower that down kind of gently. I don't want to move it too much because then it gets a little bit strange. Hit the home button again, or don't hit it, tap it. This is what my voice sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for recording it. Okay, so now I can select it again, and I can raise the volume. Again, I want the highest points to come right up to this mark here that's called the 0 mark, because if you look at the levels on the bottom of this, look at the levels here. My voice sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for recording it. You don't want to ever see anything that goes into the red. So now I've done that. I can save the file, which it's already called sound recording with the Zoom. I'm done. That's it. That's all you have to do, and that is how easy it is. I hope I didn't make this sound too glib for you, but it's actually quite easy to. Oh, I did forget one thing. Fade in and fade out. So I don't like to start it really strong like that. So in Adobe Audition, which is what I'm using, I can right up in the corner here and up in the corner here, where you can see this, I do sort of a fade in there. This is what, but just a gentle one. Everything needs to be done gently. This is what my voice sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for recording. So now it doesn't start and stop very abruptly. And what you're looking at with this, with everything in here, is just the amplitude of the sound recording, and by that I mean the volume. So every little thing changes it. But you can also look at, there's the frequency distribution, and here's the frequencies in this. And you can see this is one channel, this is the other. By the way, one way you can save space on your drive is by doing the is by using this as a mono channel. I just did it in stereo because that was the easiest way to go. And you can see that's the frequency. This is the frequency distribution, and you can see there's not very much over. There's a little bit over 15K, but not very much. Most of the frequencies are in this guy. Most of the frequencies are down below. It looks like they're below 2,000 or 3,000 K. So if you want to, if you've got noise that you want to cut out, you can always come down here and cut out some of the frequencies. But I don't mess with that very frequently because I don't need to. Sounds like when I use my Zoom recorder for record. That's it. You're done. That's all you have to do.